Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of OSINT Tools. And I started to think, what kind of demographic are investigators? And they're probably police. I'm not too much of a fan of the police. You can probably tell by my style of how I teach this stuff. But one of the things that the police probably thinking, or anyway, older heads, is like, what are the hip kids saying? They always want to know what the hip kids are saying. They're locking kids that are mostly young. That's how they get them. That's when most the recidivism rate is. So like when they're investigating people, they're trying to find out what the hip kids are saying. And so I'm trying to figure out what type of resources they have to understand this. So I'm actually gonna Google this. So what are the hip kids saying nowadays? And Google, being the beautiful search engine that it is, it gives a bunch of popular expressions and some teen slang and basically for parents seeing what their kids are using. And thick, woke, herd, Gucci. This is all very accurate information. Yes, another way of saying you're getting ready, planning or to do something. And although these, Helene Wiggins seems to be an educated individual on the terms, I think that this is just anecdotal, and you don't know if it's actually being used. And so I started looking at a site that I used to get hip to stuff as a kid. This site, I grew up off rap, and I think a lot of people grew up rap. Rap is one of the most easiest things to do. It's one of the most accessible in terms of music to access. Everybody's rapping now more than ever. And there was this tool whenever a rapper would say something I wouldn't understand called Rap Genius that I would go to that was basically the biggest library of lyrics and song knowledge on the internet. And I would go to it and I would learn all about it. Like this site right here, a Rap Genius. Let's go to the main page. This taught me so much. This taught me what DMT was, how many zips in a brick, like learning stuff, like love, all that stuff, and so much more. Sometimes I contribute, and so I started looking for tools in how to analyze rap lyrics, and they've already had one for the past 7 years. In 2013, they actually came up with, let's read the full write up right here, with this application called Rap Stats. It's hosted on Heroku, and basically it's just an index of all the raps they have from 1988. That's over what, like 20, 30 years, 32 years of rap of rap lyric content, and you can search by keywords and actually put different keywords against it. So they actually in the side they tout the benefits of the tools to figure out migratory patterns of drug dealers, when hip hop became big business, or whether money really is over bitches. And this is very useful information. It's very useful information. And so I started conducting my own research and using this beautiful tool. And already off the bat, they have an example of what you can do. So let's just put a random example. Let's put bitches, and 0.125%, a steady rise from 1988. And this is the proportion of the rap word in the total frequency of the rap community in terms of their lyrics. Bitches is very prominent. And if you don't believe me, this is a small percentage. Let's put it next to hoes. And clearly bitches surpasses hoes, except over in the 1995 to 2000 range, it was very, very similar. And so a question arises, what turned to the uptake of bitches? And I can add another thing with a comma separated phrase. So let's add another, just hoe. And hoe is going down. What is happening here? What's happening in our culture? And then from an investigative standpoint, you start looking at what is becoming more prominent. Again, rap is becoming it's already surpassed rock in the number one genre, the most accessible, most people are using it, but it has an inherent nature in the streets. So let's, speaking of the streets, let's talk about the trap. So the trap is going up, alright? What about wave? Okay, trap, wave. Now, as someone who's looking at, alright, maybe what clicks are getting more in the wave. How about we look at the Bloods? Bloods are pretty Bloods were doing better back in 05. And maybe as of blood, I can be looking at it like what happened in terms of, especially, the music industry being one of this organization's facets for economic prosperity. I think that I would look at it and see what happened in 2005. Who was here? What was more prominent? You have rappers like Lil Wayne in '08. You have Thugger. You have Birdman. You have so many people coming up. But why has this mention steadily decreased? And then if you have, what about the Crips? Okay. What about GD? Okay. And what about MS? And you can actually add. This is gonna be misses though. This is gonna be misses because that's what MS is. But let's do MS13. And that's a kind of hard word to rhyme to begin with, so that may not necessarily be, kind of accurate. Maybe if we said something about Damara, which means gang in Spanish, okay. Maybe if we say, basically, let's continue with with this theme, and um, let's look up the word slime, and slime has been incredibly exponentially increasing since 2010. And with rappers like Young Thugger coming out with lifestyle and really blowing up during that era, it shows what is the catalyst of it. Or you can do another increase, and so as well, and this could be appended with extra T's or whatnot. So in an instance where I wanted to encompass that, I could press the plus sign or the slash. It means or, and it just adds to the values together. And I can see, all these terms put together. And so one thing that I would like to do personally is, say I were someone who is called a plug or a supplier, and so, like, the plug going up for real. You want to see what's popping in the streets. You want to see what's selling, all that whoop de boo. And so, first you can check, marijuana. Okay. Damn, buzz going down. Alright, let's put it next to meth. Meth has been going down since the 2000s. Shout out to the young kids, okay? Let's try heroin. Young kids, I don't know why you prefer heroin over meth. Let's try fentanyl. Okay, it's on a steady upswing. It was never even mentioned before. Let's try, what's something? Male. Yo. Alright, so clearly Mali has been trending since the 2000s, 2005, rave scene type vibes, how they was doing. And especially in 2015, I believe a song like by Mama Koning, I Don't Sell Molly No More, is a very prominent use of this word as well. So that may be contributing to that. And then if you try acid, I'm not saying you should, you can see it's steadily rising, but it's kind of coming back down to where it was in the 90s, and this is very kind of surprising. What about shrooms, which is an abbreviation for just like acid, and let's put acid with L. And actually, let's really just let's just add a bunch of other terms. And add dog food. Let's add Tina. No, that's a name. Let's add bud, reefer. I can't put grass because if there was a song about lawns, then that would be in there. Okay. Wait, what? Molly is more trending than bud. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Molly's amazing, and it should be legal. So let's try that right now. No one's talking about legalize Molly. What? What are they talking about? No one's talking about selling. You shouldn't be though. All right. Okay. And now I'm looking at as just to see the overall trends. Let's put Allah, which is a word that is very endearing to a lot of this world, against God, and clearly God is going up while Allah's going down. It's tragic. What if we start doing religions like Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, what do people believe in nowadays? You got the three, then you got the peace. Oh yeah, the Hindu one. Hinduism is Islam. So overall, religion is going down in hip hop, but yo. So although, and this is an interesting find, although they're not mentioning Allah like they are mentioning God, they Islam is surpassing Christianity. And I think with rappers like Lil Durk and I don't know who else, that made it be the case. And maybe an explanation for the last one was like, oh yeah, they may be saying oh my God, like it's a colloquial term in English, where even that Usher song, oh my, I'ma let the beat, like that had nothing to do with God. So that necessarily doesn't mean that, and these are considerations you have to take when understanding what is hip for the kids, and then that's the overall incentive. And Rap Genius, I absolutely love this application. It only has 17 likes on Facebook. It should have more. I don't think enough people are hip to it. And the pre-built searches they have in there are absolutely phenomenal to the field of data science. So let's just go over a few. If you just refresh here. So, oh my God, did I not just make those religion examples, and did it not just like, oh my Allah, for real though, like you got Jesus going down, Muhammad going down. Yo, bro, why didn't they put Jesus with Christ, but they put Muhammad with Mohammed? Yo, what's going on here? But that's crazy, yo. Even Moses, what? Damn, my last boy, but But if you off the Islam, you believe all these dudes anyway. So Kurt Cobain versus Hendrix. I believe these are all suicide references. They just added Joplin and Winehouse. Hendrix is really going up. They got that one song with Wyclef Jean by Hendrix, Grey Goose the Rock, Belvedere, and this is beautiful if you're a marketing firm and you want to see if your alcohol is actually popping in the rap community, and this is great for placing sponsorships as well. And Molly, man, it's a dope application. Gin and juice. And this is a very interesting find where juice has clearly went up. And I mean, there's Juice WRLD, when a prominent rapper passed away due to fentanyl overdose. And there's Snoop Dogg, who actually used both these terms in conjunction with the song Gin and Juice. So it's very intriguing to see words like this branch off in popularity. Especially because even though the words were used in combination, I believe in '93 is when he launched that. There is still a branch in juice going up today, and that might be attributed to Juice WRLD, or a love for cranberry, apple, orange, pomegranate. There are various juices out there that rappers could be loving for. So Tropicana and the other big juice companies, please check this application out. Then you have Jordan versus Pippen, and basketball. Then you have God, money, and sex. See, Rap Genius. Like, this is the thing I was already thinking about, and this is what was already built into their shuffle. You got money going up. That's what I like to see. Sex going down. I don't like seeing that. And then guys staying about the same. Cool with that. Then you got Cali and California versus New York, and clearly references of where you're from, especially New York, were very prominent from 95 to 205. So shout out to like all the rappers, Tribe, 50, all them guys. But right now, Cali's going up. Oh, this back to Jordan Pippen. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google, MySpace. It's at TikTok, you outdated application. I can't see the line. But another shuffle. Then you got Dre and Dog, which are clearly going down in prominence. And it's fuck shit. And I believe in this area right here, in 2016, the release of I believe or 2017. It's the history books are kind of antiquated nowadays. It's hard to get accurate information. I believe Mo Bamba, another young Muslim entrepreneur. He actually used both these words in conjunction in his hit song Sheck West. So this is the data shows that something was going on here. So I believe further investigation, but luckily I'm skilled in these areas. Then you got East Side versus West Side. What it do? That's so the West Side is clearly going up. Yep. And then you got OJ, who is not. It could be also the juice that they was talking about when they arose to prominence, because as you see right here in 2016 and onwards, it was prominent. So you had the reference of Juice to OJ's name, Juice and Juice WRLD's name, and the combination of gin and juice that could have contributed to that earlier gin and juice graph that we saw. So again, the more you do research, the more that you find. And so I'm going to continue with my investigation. Yo! See? They get it. And then you got Nikes versus shoes. So clearly, Nikes has always kind of taken prominence, even though Jordan's has been steadily on the way up and has surpassed even the Adidas trend that was in the 90s, where you see with like Run DMC and all those people who dressed in the tracksuit type styles. And then you got the Timbs going down. So I believe here Timbs were very. I believe in this period of time there were a lot of stompings that happened in the community. So you might have to correlate with that. Back to OJ. Kobe versus Shaq. So clearly, Shaq had much prominence and then severely went down. Well, Kobe's went up. Rest in peace. Then you have Iraq versus Afghanistan, and as you see, in 2008, Iraq was blowing up. 2006, and although Iraq is still blowing up, and Afghanistan as well, they're relatively low. And it's crazy how we're still in Afghanistan, FYI. It's crazy how, looking at the data, analyzing. Yeah, then no one really cares about Afghanistan. Okay. And then clearly Rap Genius went all the way down. And that's probably because they changed their name. So that'll happen when you change your name. And so, okay, now this is where my own personal research comes out. Now I gotta be like, what's that wavy stuff? Technology, okay? Because that's all I'm about. We're about technology. 2000s, it was great about their technology. Then you got apps. Then you got blockchain. And let's put internet on there. Also, internet's clearly popular with the rap kids. And then let's put DevOps. So clearly, clearly there's a divide in the people who are rappers and then software engineers. So I encourage many rappers um, to pick up software engineering and technology and STEM as well, because clearly there's a lack for it in and this word STEM may come from the tree. So I'm very discouraged to see how software engineering is not prevalent in rap. And if it is, please speak about it. I want to see it on these charts. Okay, and how should. Alright, let's see. Bots. Alright, streams. Alright, let's look up by rapper, because they be referenced each other. J. Cole, Kendrick, Lamar, K. Dot. What's another rapper? Young Thug. Thugger. Who's another rapper? Lil. No, he doesn't get referenced. Jay-Z. Yeah, see. I don't care what y'all say about lyrical rappers. And for all y'all hating and thinking my indexes ain't nothing. Peep, yo. Ain't no one listen to J. Cole. They don't talk about J. Cole. He don't got no influence. He got big words. Ain't nobody talking about Kendrick Lamar. It was like, what was this? What was in 2010? Like, I don't know. What are you dropping to 2010? Like, what's that Joe Section 8 or something? And then, like, he's just been going down since people ain't feeling it. That ain't the wave. And look at Jay-Z, like, nah, bro, like, it's not even popping like that no more. So, like, who's another rapper that you would say, I would say, Boogie going up. So, like, this is a great tool. Like, I learned so much right now. I learned about, like, the economy. I learned about so much. So please check out this tool. I don't know who made it, but like this is what I want to see software engineers do. And all right, beautiful. Like now, how do I